Morning, folks. How's it going? This is Reggie. So, first of all, I'm tired. That seems to be my normal morning thing. Is morning, I am tired, and my afternoon thing is always, it is done with, work is over. But anyway, so something heavy to talk about, right? Yesterday when I got home, I had a talk with my son. He's going to be turning 18 soon, in a couple of months. And, he's going to be an adult. Actually, I consider him an adult now. I mean, waiting until he is 18 is kind of dumb. He's already an adult. So he's got responsibilities that he has to take care of. And he didn't do it. He's too busy gaming. Gaming. Every day gaming. So my wife and I, we are excited that he's going to be getting his driver's license soon. So we got one of those companies that teach the kids how to drive and all that stuff, because he already had his permit. So we set everything up. His responsibility was that he has to make sure that his permit's still valid, make sure that he's all good to go, and then we set up the appointment. And yesterday they came by to take him for the first drive. I believe it's 3 drives, 2 hours each, and then after that you can go and do your driving test at the DMV and just get your license if you do everything properly. So yeah, my wife and I, we're excited. We've been waiting for this moment for a while. In my opinion, as a guy, in my opinion, anyways, for your son to go through that phase of getting your driver's license and then getting your car, that's a pretty big thing. Like, especially me being a car guy, I see it as a big thing. Now, my kiddo, he doesn't really care for cars. He's not into cars like I am, so it's fine. But to me, it's still an important thing. It's this is going to be the first stepping stone for him, going into adulthood, to be able to drive on his own, get a car for the rest of his life. He's going to be driving, blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's kind of a weird thing for me, but it's my thing. So he apparently did not do his part and look and check and see the permit was valid or not. It actually had expired a while back. So when the driver's school came by to take him, they noticed that the permit was expired. And that sucked. So that kind of pissed off my wife. And then they told us that, it would be usually $50 fee, because of this type of issue, where we should have done our part and checked to make sure that the permit was valid and not have them check. And because they wasted their trip coming to our house to pick him up, and now they have to go back. But fortunately, the guy was cool. He waived the fee. Now, if he would have charged the fee, I would have been pissed, because I'm like, $50, man, what the hell? So anyway, so that all got taken care of. We went inside, and I could see my wife was frustrated. My wife usually doesn't say anything. She's very quiet, but she was frustrated, I could tell. Then she started looking into how to renew the DMV stuff. I mean, she had to do all the work while my kiddo didn't do anything. That was annoying, It shouldn't be our responsibility to do all this stuff. He has to do this stuff. He has to learn what it means to do things like this. That is the point of being an adult. Take on responsibilities, grow up. So I had to talk with him, about growing up, taking on responsibility, understanding what your role is now. I had to tell him that he's not a kid anymore. He's graduating high school. Once high school is done, you're done. You're going to the real world. You're going to get either eaten by everybody else, or you're going to succeed in everything. It just depends on how tough you can be, He has a lot to learn and a lot to grow into, and I get it, it's his first time, but these small minor things are something that he should have known. Now the thing is, like, I gave him a good talk, speech and all that stuff. I didn't yell or anything, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the whole yelling crap and expecting the child to understand what you're saying. But what was really weird is that while I was talking to him about this stuff, why did I sound like my freaking parents, man? Like, I remember clearly my parents giving me this speech when I wasn't gaming hard, like gaming all the time. When in high school, I'd be gaming and my mom would be yelling at me to come downstairs and then would give me the talk about how I need to be a responsible adult, how to be a grown-up, how I need to stop gaming and blah 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 and help out and all that stuff. And I did the same thing. I was giving that speech. Now, when I was that age, I was thinking to myself, I will never be my parents, ever. This is blah blah blah, this is garbage, all this crap. And here I am giving that speech to my kid. Like, what the hell? Is this what being a parent is about? You become your parents? Trust me, I do not want to be my parents. That is one thing that every child, when they grow up, are saying, is like, I'll never be my parents. But at that moment, I was my parent. And I looked at my wife, I'm like, what the F, yo? Like, I just became my parents. What the hell? But, I mean, she did say that, think about it. You are a parent now. You have to be that way. So, I get it. You know, I have to be. I have to have my son understand what it means to be responsible. I explained to him, you know, how disappointed I was, because I legitimately was disappointed. Really, really disappointed that he could not do the simple task that he was assigned. Simplest task ever, right? So that was very disappointing. And so, you know, I told him this, you know, I'm not gonna yell at him, I'm not gonna like fucking hit him and all that crap, because that's just stupid. He's an adult, I don't need to. He is going to be given a decision. Actually, not one decision, multiple decisions. He needs to decide of those decisions which one he needs to choose. That is what it is in the real world. You're given choices, and the choice you make determines the outcome, right? You're not going to be given everything, because that's just not going to happen. Unless you're a freaking millionaire, then that's fine. So from now on, he's going to be given choices. Whatever choice he makes, I support it, right? He's an adult. I'm not going to do anything about it. He's making it. He's going to make the right or wrong choice, and he's going to learn from it. The thing is, I'm not going to be there to help him, because he needs to understand the consequences of his choices. For example, he's a big time, he's really into church and helping others and volunteering. And I love that he's doing that. He's all about helping others. Perfect. However, he also needs to work to make money to pay bills, to pay for gas, insurance, etc. when he gets his car. So he's got two choices here. He can't do both, all right, because the time overlaps won't allow it. So he can do one or the other. He can go and work and make that money and buy the things he wants, pay the gas, insurance, all that stuff. Or he can go to church and help people and make them feel better than himself. But he can't do both because the timing won't allow it. The schedules will be conflicting. So whichever he picks, I support. But he has to make the choice. What he picks will determine what happens. In the past, I'd be able to help him by saying, oh yeah, I'll do this, blah, blah, blah. I'll pick you up, drop you off, all this stuff. But now it's to a point where I can't baby him, right? He's an adult now. I feel bad because your son is your son is your son. You know, you can't change the fact. But the learning has to happen, right? They need to understand what it means. If they don't see and feel the consequence of their choices, they're never going to learn. So, yeah, it was weird. I felt like I was my mom giving a speech to my kid, and I was like, holy crap, this is just weird. I'm my mom now. So, yeah. I hope my kiddo understands that I'm not an a-hole, even though I am. I'm not an a-hole to him, right? I just want him to be better than me, right? Every parent wants their child to be better. I don't care if he makes more money than me. I mean, it would be cool, right? But I don't care if he makes more money or less money. My point is, he needs to be better than me, right? Overall, he needs to be better. Learn from me and be better. That's the whole goal of every parent, so their child can be better and be happy. If that can happen, I feel like I've achieved my goal, and I'll be a happy dude. That's it. And then I got 2 more kids to worry about. So yeah, if you know, I hope he understands that I wasn't being an ass. I mean, I told him to, you know, I'm not being an ass, but you gotta hear this from time to time. You know, I don't usually give him lectures. I only do this kind of stuff when he's kind of pushed it over the edge. You know, when he's done something that he shouldn't have done in the first place. Like, this was just common sense kind of thing. Anyways, what do you guys think? Are you guys parents, or have you guys had the experience of giving that lecture? Have you guys gotten lectures from your parents and were like, you know what, never in my life am I gonna be like my parents, blah 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 blah, ever? And then next thing you know, you're like, shit, I just became my parents. Let me know what you think. This was interesting, that's for sure. But when you're a parent, you're a parent, and that's all that matters, right? Damn it, I became my parents. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I will see you in the next one. Peace.